June, you going to say hello? Hi everybody, how are you doing today? It's about 2:30, 2:45 in the afternoon. Did you hear that massive sigh? That's Jim. He's just the other side of the camera. He's found a sunbeam. Yeah, so it's sort of mid-afternoon and I've come to a natural ending point in all the busyness I've been up to today and thought I would take the opportunity to completely muck up my knitting. Found it. I can't reliably count to 2 today, it would appear. Yeah, so I thought I'd just do a slightly simpler vlog today. Thank you for everybody that wished Conrad happy 16th birthday yesterday. He did have a lovely day. It would have been nicer with his friends, but what can you do? Max has got his birthday in 3-ish weeks. He's the beginning of May, so I think we're going to have another lockdown birthday. But them's the breaks. It's got to be done. But yeah, the vlog I did yesterday with filming all the bits and pieces took quite a bit of time to edit together. You have to speed things up and take the volume out and faff around with it a lot more. So I thought I'd take it a bit easier today and just record a chat. And then all I have to do is cut the beginning and end bit off, whack some music over the start and put it up on YouTube. I'm quite an early riser. I had a bit of a lie-in this morning. I was up by about 6:45, I think. And Jocelyn arrived downstairs at about 8 to go for her early morning run. But other than that, I had the whole place to myself for several hours, which was lovely. It was just me and the dog and a cup of tea. And then, oh God, then I tackled the kitchen. Goodness. What I didn't show you on yesterday's vlog was that for Conrad's birthday dinner, you always get to choose what you want for tea on your birthday. And Conrad had chosen steak with blue cheese sauce and chips. So Dave made that. And I mean, if you've watched Dave's quarantine cuisine videos, you know he's an excellent cook. He used to work as a chef. But my goodness, he uses every pot, pan and utensil available. And because we were running a bit behind the times, we didn't do the washing up before we went to bed. So the kitchen looked like Armageddon. It took me 3 bowls of hot water and the dishwasher running once to get it all cleared up. And we've got a big sink. We've got like a big ceramic butler's sink. That was all cleared away. And then I thought, well, as I was on a roll, I should do my daily cleaning. And today's Thursday, which means it's half an hour's proper cleaning in the kitchen again. So then I washed down all the fronts of the cabinets and the windowsills. What else did I do? Wiped down some shelves. Nothing exciting, but the kitchen looked lovely and clean by the time I'd finished. And then I took Jim out for a nice dog walk all by myself. Oh, and it was amazing. I did the same route as I showed you the other day on the beach vlogs. Oh, that's the point. Somebody asked how long that route takes. If I go by myself or with Dave, walking that big loop around all the beaches with the dog will take 45 minutes to an hour, depending, you know, how fast you go. If you take the kids, it can take a bit longer, but it was fine. Yeah, nice peaceful dog walk. Then I came back and trained. Today was deadlifts and bench press, so that was good. Dave headed into the gym. He goes in once a week just to check things over and that sort of thing. So he headed into the gym with a list of jobs to do when he was there. Made an omelette for lunch. Had some random things in the fridge, so when I get random leftovers, I either make fridge scrapings soup or fridge scraping omelette. So I've lost my row counter. So we had an omelette for lunch. And the washing's on the line. And I'm all clean and showered and dressed again. So I thought I'd sit down and have a little chat with you. I had a good go at my Mount Pleasant tea this morning. I've only got the ribbing for the sleeves and the collar, not the collar, the neckline to go. And then it's all finished. Let me just grab my clicker. I've got a few sort of admin jobs to do after I finish talking to you guys. I've got to do some show notes for one of the Dave's gym vlogs. Dave filmed another quarantine cuisine. Lots of people seem to like his cooking, either through the gym or I know a few viewers from here have been watching him. So there's one of those that I've got to put up. And then I've got to do some admin stuff for Cartref Yarn. And once all those jobs are done, I would like to try and finish my Mount Pleasant tea, because then I can get it, start it drying, get it blocked, get it on the mats and dried out, because I want to record, I've got to record a proper podcast episode to go out this weekend, and I've given myself the deadline of recording in my finished Mount Pleasant tea. So yeah, a few more bits and bobs to do this afternoon, but not terribly much. I was wondering if any of you had any particular vlogs that you'd like me to do. I had a few ideas. I thought I'd give you a look through my sewing trolley and a rummage through my, I don't know what you'd call it really. I have like an armchair and a side table in the front room where I sit and knit. And I've got a big basket underneath with my works in progress in, and then a box on the top that's got needles and notions and bits and pieces that you need to have to hand. And I wondered if you might like a look through that. Or I could take you through some of my knitting books if any of you are interested in what's on my shelves. So if you have any thoughts, let me know down below. But just for a little while, I'm going to sit and knit. I was hoping to record this out in the garden because it is a lovely day, but unfortunately it's a bit too windy. I do have a tripod with a mobile phone, like expandy clip thing on the top, but it was very cheap and it's very rickety, and the top swivel joint is knackered, so if the wind blows too hard, the mobile phone just goes clonk and tips to the side. And my selfie stick, which I use to record on usually, has a tripod on the bottom, just a little one. The handle splits and comes into 3 parts. But again, not good in a decent breeze. So I dragged one of our camping chairs in to what was the dining room and is now the gym. So I'm on a camping chair and you are propped on a flat bench, the same flat bench that I did bench press on earlier. I think I might leave this chair in this room actually, because we've got 2 downstairs living rooms, the front room where I normally record my episodes, and the back room, which is sort of Cartref headquarters, and it's also where my eldest boy has his Xbox. So there's very often people in there doing things that make noise, and if I just want a bit of peace and quiet, I struggle to find a comfy place. So perhaps I will leave this picnic chair in here. Are you having to find interesting little nooks in your house to escape into? I think quite a few of us are locking ourselves in the bathroom and having a long hot soak to try and maintain some personal space from our families. I imagine that Dave is very much enjoying being in the gym all by himself. He was going to train, so he can put hideous heavy metal music over the PA system and lift massive weights, and that will improve his mood. So yeah, a little bit of a knitting break for me, and then a bit more work this afternoon. I think that's all I've got for you today. Just a little bit of a chat. Thank you very much for all your birthday wishes for Conrad. I passed those along. And thank you very much to everybody that has donated via my coffee account and bought me a coffee. That's very kind, thank you. And I think I'm going to put some of that money towards buying a new sturdy tripod. I need to fire up the laptop later, so I will have a look on Amazon and see what I can find. Well, I hope you've all had a nice day and have had plenty of time to knit, and I better get on with it really. Pour myself another cup of tea and then start the rest of my day. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow.